in this moment, you see that Ari is walking through here, and you have W. She's not allowed to walk here. If she walks here, you just walk up and then you start altering her. She cannot win a melee fight. If she hits you back, you have these minions to help you too. So she's not allowed to walk here. You should just walk up right now and try to auto her. You should auto her and then just W. She's gonna lose the trade massively. And now you get a huge advantage. Okay, let's look at the next one. Let's see, it was 430, I believe. So you can see Ari walking here. It looks like she's gonna walk to ward, right? So if you look at her, you can see she walks very close. So she walks up here. To me, that looks like she's gonna put a ward somewhere here. And then you can use your ping to kind of notify people that she likely warded there. Because otherwise she wouldn't walk here. So it's very likely that she warded here, right? And then she comes back. And I believe you ping that she warded here, but you should know that she warded here. So let's see where she warded. Yeah, she put it here. That's a little tip there. You can see her body language. Let's go to the next one. Oopsie. 610 I wrote. So this was the fight. Let's see this one. So you're pushing here. You engage. So Malphite's missing. But we jump in here. I think it's okay. Malphite comes in. All right. Shen ultis. Okay, we're pretty low. I would just kite back here. I think we're too low. I think it's too risky to go on Ari. I think we just kite back. But you jump in, and I think it's a little bit risky. And then you flash out, kind of waste flash, and you also go too close to the bush. So remember, in the beginning of the game, we talked about Rengar being able to like jump at you from bushes. That should be in your mind. Like that's why you think about it, so you anticipate it, and then so that you're careful of the bushes. But yeah, just kite back, save your flash and everything, and you're fine there. Okay, let's look at the next one. The next one's here. This is a really nice example here. So you talked about that you're confused about like the mid game. So we're sort of in the early stages of the mid game here, and you were confused about how you translate your lead or what you should do. One way to do it is, as soon as you get into mid game, just get rid of the wave, push the wave, and then you decide to move somewhere. In this case, there's nothing top, so we'll just go bot and we'll try to kill the Estral and Yuumi. So we push this, and then we move. I would probably even just run this way. So you move, this is great. We take the blasting cone, perfect. He wasted E, you just come in here, perfect. Now as you go in here, I would ignite right away. You can see you have your ignite up. I would ignite right away because Yuumi has heal, the summoner heal, and then she has heal in her kit, and you deny that. You see she healed and everything, but you haven't used ignite yet. So ignite earlier, and here you just kill her, and you're completely fine to just walk out here. As you hit, just walk out. You're not gonna die to the tower. But you flash out because you get like anxious, but you could have easily just walked out and saved your flash. Very important to try to save the flash. It means a lot to keep the flash because it means you can use it aggressively or defensively later. And you'll have more opportunities. At 17, this was something that I kept seeing during the game. You didn't, when pushing the wave, so when you're trying to push the wave as quickly as possible, you want as much value as you can for your spells. So that means your Q should be as many minions as possible. So your Q should literally try to hit all the minions. So you get maximum value out of the Q so you can push the wave as quickly as possible. But look at your Qs, or your Q here. You can see you hit like 1 or 2 minions out of the entire wave. This is a very sloppy Q, very low value from the Q, and it's going to take you way longer now to push this wave. So you should walk forward, make sure you hit the entire wave with the Q. This is something I saw repeatedly through the session. I think you missed Q there on the Ezreal here, by the way. But this is fine. Okay, so we move on to 21. Let's see here. So what I wanted you to do, this is another mid-game idea. You go sweeper. So you go in here, you clear the ward, and then you sweep. And I want you to sweep because like I see Ahri here, and it's very likely that she's going to push in the wave and then try to move. And if she does so, you can sit here and make sure that it's not warded because you sweep it and try to catch her. So that was the idea. So you walk in your sweep, you make sure she doesn't see you. So she has no vision right now. This is her vision. You swept, so you know she has no ward here. So now you sit here and you basically just wait. You have nothing better to do, so you basically just wait in case she walks here. She might just walk here or recall, that's fine. Then we do something else. But we're just fishing, setting up a trap. And yeah, here she comes. Now you should be ready to just Q, auto W, ulti, just everything. But you're not that ready, and you Q E right away. So the problem with Eing in melee range is that if she flashes or ultis away, you can't follow. So you don't need to use your gap closer when she's melee range, right? When she's melee range, you should just Q and auto. So when she comes in here, just Q and auto her and save your E. Because when she starts running, let's say she uses R or flash or whatever, then you can E to keep hitting her, right? So don't waste your E. So you kind of fumble mechanically here. You had ulti too, you had ignite, you had everything, but you were not ready for her there. So that should be a kill. I saw that repeatedly throughout the session too, that you messed up mechanically in these kind of situations. So 23 here, let's look at that. Here you engaged when you saw this. I think he's too strong. So if you look at the situation, your teammates are kind of far away. Shen can ulti, sure, but your Milio is dead. Your Samira is here. Your Shaco is half HP and he's kind of far away. I don't think you kill the Rengar alone with the Yuumi. Just heal and everything, he's level 14. So all you can do here, I think, is try to use Q and try to steal the Drake. But you go in here when people are really far away, right? And you can't kill him alone. So this is very, very risky. You can see you don't do nearly as much damage as you have to. And you kind of bait your team into a pretty poor fight, even though it ends up being not terrible. Actually, it kind of ended up being terrible here. And it kind of all started with you taking a fight you shouldn't have taken. So just count teammates. If teammates are near, you can go. If they aren't, don't go. Unless you can one-shot the guy, which you couldn't in this case. Okay, so now we're in a pretty tough situation. Rengar is really fed. We're here, and all we're doing here is we're kind of just waiting. We can't really do much, right? We're just farming. We try to clear the wave and see if there's any opportunities. So we're just farming, and we can see that Shaco's coming in here with a Q, right? This is perfect. This is really nice. He comes in here stealth. He tries to hit the Ezreal. So we want to make sure that when he pops up next to Ezreal, we'll go in with our E. But you can see that you're not in range. You were not ready to follow this up. So when Shaco is hitting the Ezreal, now you should be in there with ER. But you're way too far away. So it ends up being nothing, right? And then you miss the ulti and the fight turns very awkwardly. Ezreal survives here with the Yuumi and he has a great spot to kite this out. So you needed to follow up quicker there. And then lastly, I will look at 28 here. So we're trying to push this wave. Rengar comes in. And let's just see what happens here. Let's look at your items. You have Ignite, Flash, ulti available. With Rocket Belt. Rengar ult is in. With Yuumi. Okay, you were not able to get the ulti off. So that means you probably should have ulted earlier. And I think you should have used a Rocket Belt onto him for damage. Because there's no way to run here, really. You have the wave and everything, and he's kind of low. So if you use the Rocket Belt on him instead of a wave, because you can't run, you can try to burst him. So just Rocket Belt and then R instantly. Why wait with R here? We just want to fight and kill him before he kills us. So just R instantly, then QE and just the entire combo. If you do that, and you get Rocket Belt and you get your R off, you probably kill him. And then you probably kill the Yuumi too. And that's a massive shutdown. You can see he had 500 gold bounty, so you would have gotten 800 gold. And then you would have been able to finish your hourglass likely. And you would have been happy. And maybe able to carry the game. So that's pretty much it. I think the mechanics, try to follow up more and try to use your Q more efficiently on the wave. That's really the main takeaways here.